I mean, can I make it look worse? Oh, did I just say that? Of course I can make it look worse. Okay, what I found here, I actually had these little tabbers glued on backwards here on these pivot joints for the wing for the X-wing, because they were all janky as we saw earlier. If you take note, these aren't identical. Sort of see the difference there on the camera, which means these have specific sides that they go on. One back here, one up there, or rather I should say one underneath, and then one up top. So let's get that glued in here. Yes, indeed. Look at that. It's a much, much better fit. Little bit of glue. Cha-ching. Slobber some on there. It's upside down. Bloop. There we go. Nice. I'm going to snip these tabs off. If I want the wings closed, I'll just keep them closed. But they're not going to be closed because it's an X-wing. There, get rid of you. Okay, well, look at that. I mean, those clips are doing their job, I guess. The wings are holding nice and all X-y-like. Yeah, and I like that. And you know what? Hey, if I want it closed, I have it closed. But I'm not going to have it closed. Because it's an X-wing! Alright. Let's see if I can figure out where these doors go. That one says 31. That one says 31. They look identical. Yeah, those always also look identical. So, I guess we're just going to figure it out. Okay, that looks right. Okay, like that. Yes. So far, so good on the doors. Got some rough edges on there yet. Okay, forgot to smooth that down. Just a bit more glue. I have a feeling I'm going to need to do a little bit of putty work. Yeah. Actually, it doesn't fit too bad. We'll see how this goes. That gap doesn't want to close up there. A little bit tighter. There we go. Nice and easy. There we go. Technically speaking, if I just wanted to put this back together quickly, I've got 1, 2, 3, 5 pieces. But we're not going to go that quickly. Oh, like a glove. 3 conspiracy theorists walk into a bar. You can't tell me that's a coincidence. Hey, I got to do something while this is sitting here drying, right? I had to make a door for the front here. I couldn't find the other piece, so I mean it's just a simple piece of plastic, but I'm going to have to fill it. God, that looks so much better already just with an engine. I think I need to put glue here. Well, we'll find out. I think. You see? There's a weird gap there. If I remember correctly, that was just a bad mold. I don't know if I'll try to fix that or not. Just a little bit. Hunter, don't overdo it. There we go. Oh, big moment. It's going together. That'll be right. Right there. Get a few more of these on there. That's going to be a little too big in there. So let's. Here we go. Just let that sit for a little while. All right, we are on to the fabrication portion of the build. I have two laser guns here now. I went ahead and I took this one off. I'm going to stick with my plan of putting my fabricated guns on one side, the original guns on the other. Hopefully they will look close enough to where you will never notice the difference. And I found some good sprue that I think should work. I got this all cut to length already. That looks like a really good match for the base. And then I have my secondary piece here that I still have to shape up. But I mean, it's narrower. And this tapers ever so slightly in. Then I've got a little round bearing piece up here at the top. And I've got just a little tiny, I have no idea where it came from. I'm going to plug that in there. Little C-shaped brackets right there. That's going to be just about a perfect match for the gun. I will put a little bit of heat on that, I think, and splay it out a little bit. You can see this one is a little bit wider versus the one on the tree there. And then it's just the little straight piece there at the end, and I found an old, oh gosh, I mean, this is a rear end from some model car. That section right there over here. Perfect match. So let's see how terrible I can do at this.
It's been 9 minutes already. Where's the freaking montage?
now we just let it dry. Actually, check this out. That's a little thinner than this. But with this installed over here on the far side, and then these two installed over here, I mean, you're never going to notice that difference. So I'm super happy with the way that came out. We're going to set those aside to make sure they get installed later. Before I glue those on, I'm actually going to take some thinner and go over the outside. Because I remember when I painted this, I just like put some flat black into my airbrush and just hit it. It's like, yeah, we'll have some scarring here, and oh, there's laser blasters here, and I kind of got carried away. So I'm going to be gentle around the decals. I'm going to try to preserve the decals, but I just want to see if I can get some of this black off, even if it takes some of the gray off. I'm planning to reshoot this with the airbrush with some gray anyways, just to help brighten it up a little bit. I mean, can I make it look worse? Oh, did I just say that? Of course I can make it look worse. Oh, it's coming off. Am I getting any gray? I'm getting some gray. 28 years of flat black coming off in 28 seconds. Look at that. Oh, yeah. And I mean, we don't have to take it all off, right? I'm pretty happy with that wash. Take a look here. Oh my God, I almost dropped it. It's really heavy on this side, guys. It's really heavy. I don't know. Man, I don't want to hurt the decal. I don't know if that's the plastic coming through, the gray molded plastic, or if that's the gray that I painted. I don't know if it's even taking any of the gray off, really. All right, the cleanup is done. It looks a lot different. I really wasn't going to do that much work, but turns out if you want to get a pretty good looking battle wash, spray this with flat black, just very lightly. Really like the worst airbrush job you can do. Let it sit for 30 years, and then go back over it with some thinner. I mean, it's just, what's 30 years, right? Just patience. That was actually kind of a lot of work to get this black overspray off, just the sort of the battle wash that I did. And you can see I got the canopy off too. I went ahead, why not? Let's take the canopy off, get it cleaned up a little bit. It is cracked. Bummer. So anyways, let's get the sucker all assembled back up here. Right, that putty is set up there. I'm going to smooth that down. That should look really good. I've got the holes in the wings filled. I think that's going to look really good since we're only going to display this with the X portion of the wings out. On this side, you know what? I don't think I'm going to have to do any sort of filler over here. I'm happy with the way that feels. And then underneath, I've got those big openings on the bottom, but I'm going to leave those open because I'm going to set this up on some sort of stand to display it since I have no landing gear anyways. But look at these doors. I'm actually really happy with the way those doors came out. I can't wait to put some paint on this thing. Yeah, I got some flaws here, but you know what? I'm going to incorporate that into the final product here. This is an X-Wing that has traveled thousands of miles at this point. I'm going to put all of that mileage into its character. This will be a unique X-Wing in the world, and I cannot wait to get painting on this. Go over those details, spiff it up, and that's what we're going to do in the next video. So stick around. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you later.